Hello, my name is Kyle J. Benson Smith, and I am the founder and executive director of Determination Incorporated, a nonprofit here in Kansas City, Missouri that helps formerly incarcerated people start and grow businesses. I started the organization in 2018, and at the time I worked in Kansas City's entrepreneurial ecosystem for an organization called KC SourceLink, based out of UMKC, that acts as a central hub for all the entrepreneurial support organizations around Kansas City. I got into that work interested in entrepreneurship as a pathway out of poverty and started to look around for a community that I could support. I started to learn about reentry and how unnecessarily difficult it is for our brothers and sisters coming home from incarceration to start a new life after prison. Today, I want to share with you three numbers, three words, and three things. Keep it really simple. 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you all about our programming and all that good stuff at the end. But first, I want to share with you three numbers, three words, and three things. If you have a pen, I'd encourage you to write them all down. The three numbers are 13,000, 46, and 6. Write them down. 13,000 people were released from Missouri prisons in 2021. 13,000 people were sent home from prison, most of them without identification, without their own place to stay, without a job, and without meaningful connections to a community. What they do have, though, is a felony on their record. A felony is a scarlet letter that will literally follow them around for the rest of their life and make it more difficult for them to get their own place to stay, a job, and meaningful connections to community. The second number is 46. This number 46, it actually represents four different things. It's like a weird synchronicity thing. So 46 is the percent of people on parole in Missouri who are unemployed. 46% of people in Missouri prisons have mental health issues. More than 46% of people in Missouri prisons are classified as underskilled. And 46% of people return to prison within 5 years of being released. This is known as recidivism. It's kind of crazy. I look at that and can't help but wonder, if your business didn't work 46% of the way, would you still be in business? And the last number is 6. A child with an incarcerated parent is 6 times more likely to go to prison than their peers. If your dad is in prison, or your mom is in prison, you are 6 times more likely to go to prison than your friends. A person's problems don't disappear when they go to prison, and unfortunately, they only get worse when they get home too often. Even more unfortunately, they can also continue through generations. Here are the three words. Prison doesn't work. Write it down. Prison doesn't work. Please hear me clearly. I'm not saying that good things don't happen in prison, because I can tell you firsthand that Department of Corrections staff are some of the greatest public servants out there. I'm not saying that bad people don't need to be locked away for the safety of others. I'm not saying that people don't find Jesus in the most beautiful ways and turn their life around for the better in prison. But I am saying that if prison worked, those numbers would be different. If prison worked, then we wouldn't have record high crime and homicide rates year after year. Mass incarceration is a thing most of us have probably heard of. In the US, there are 1.9 million people in prison. We have a 5 times higher incarceration rate than any other nation in the world. You can trace the roots of mass incarceration in the United States back through the war on drugs all the way to slavery. For almost 2 centuries, we have used incarceration as a desperate attempt at social control, when all we've really done is made formerly incarcerated people second-class citizens and made them victims of the very criminal justice system that we say is supposed to help them. We have over-criminalized the symptoms of systematic racism, poverty, segregation, addiction, and mental illness. We have thrown billions of dollars at incarceration as a tool to try to fix these issues when all it really does is exacerbate them without in any way addressing the root causes. I'll say it again, prison doesn't work. Some of you may be wondering, I thought this guy was going to talk about entrepreneurship. Okay, I am. I'm almost there. I wanted to share all of that because I don't feel like I'm really doing my job unless I share with you what the formerly incarcerated entrepreneurs that we serve are up against. I'm going to share those three things in just a second, but first let me set the stage a little bit. So if we travel back in time to when I started Determination Incorporated in 2018, I learned all those facts that I just shared with you, and I also started to get to know formerly incarcerated people. We started our Be the Boss business support group for formerly incarcerated folks that year, and the next year started our workshops inside of prisons, back to business. Over the next 5 years to now, we've continued to build our Be the Boss community and by learning how to best serve our second chance entrepreneur community members. During that time, we've learned that second chance entrepreneurs need three things to succeed: an entrepreneurial mindset, a profitable business model, and staying power. Write it down. I could nerd out about those three things till the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again, but I'll just keep it short and sweet for today. An entrepreneurial mindset. You must know how to solve problems and provide value for others. A profitable business model. You have to make more money than you spend. If you're writing things down, you might as well write that down too. And lastly, staying power. It takes a while to get any business off the ground. A second chance entrepreneur must have a strong foundation, a community, and revenue to ride the ups and downs of starting a business. So there it is. 3 numbers, 3 words, and 3 things. Before I take questions, let me take it home by telling you about not 3, but just 2 more things. First is, when I started Determination Incorporated in 2018, I said I wouldn't have started another nonprofit unless I thought I had a new way to pay for it. COVID slowed us down, but I'm excited to announce that we are launching an employment social enterprise called Strong Start Make Readies. The mission of Strong Start Make Readies is to provide value to property management companies and to create an environment where formerly incarcerated people can heal, work, and grow. We are working toward being a single source supplier for all a property manager's make-ready needs. We just hired our first foreman, a second chance entrepreneur by the name of Kelsey Stacker. So if you know of any property management companies that need painting, cleaning, or minor repairs in their rental units, we want to be their favorite supplier that is also doing good in Kansas City. I'll close with this. Second chance entrepreneurs in our community get this t-shirt. It says Visioneers. They are engineering our vision. Our vision at Determination Incorporated is that formerly incarcerated people, by starting viable hiring businesses, will help to solve the problem of recidivism and ultimately end mass incarceration. It's a big vision, but one that I know is possible because I've seen second chance entrepreneurs like Stephanie, like Jamon, like Robert, Sarah, Michael, and so many others start businesses, make money, create jobs, pay taxes, give back to KC, and most importantly, stay home with their kids. Thank you for your time and attention today. I hope that whichever of those 3 numbers, 3 words, or 3 things stick in your heart, that you will connect with our community and tell us how you can help us reach our vision. Thank you.